Welcome to the first 10 picks of my Chaos Draft Commander on my channel. In the background I'm going to have the picks played in the unedited form, a bit sped up so it doesn't take forever. And I just wanted to make every 10 picks or so this little like collection of the picks so far and overview over what the deck is looking so far. Just as a little checkpoint, one could say. So that's what's happening today here. First longer term video instead of the short 1 to 2 minute ones. And I got the idea a while back with this Chaos Draft Commander, so basically one pack, one card per pack, and every set only once, no repeats. There are roughly, when I started doing this, I think 150 packs, 160 different sets available for Magic. So you have more than enough, depending on what colors you want to play, which is still a bit up in the air, but I have somebody in mind. And obviously I'm not going to pick all the sets. I'm not crazy enough to just open alpha or beta boosters for this shit. But pack 10 already was pretty expensive. And I also wanted to make a little bit better overview on the right here, with all these picks sorted by mana cost, put the lands on the right. So it's just a bit more organized than in the short form with the different ratios of the video. Probably going to make one of these every 10 packs, or 10 picks, maybe more than 10 packs if I have to skip some. Planning on opening the unsets just for the basic lands, but if it's the wrong color, well, that set is out. In the background, picking the second land. Quite happy so far. Airburn Ascension seems to be a pretty good pick if you have some enters the battlefield triggers, which is not that uncommon to get. There you go with pick number 6. Nice little mana dork. Retreat to Coralhelm, always a nice card. Landfall, not too difficult to trigger. This pack, I was reminded of a Magic YouTuber that always adds his Wayfarer's Bauble to all of his commander decks that he makes videos about. Every deck, the first card he adds is this, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know. Which it is not a bad card, especially if you're playing multiple colors. It can fix the mana, it doesn't cost any colors of mana, so it's very flexible. And since I don't get to pick and choose all my mana fixing, I'm going to pick it where I can get it. So, pick number 8 of 10 for this video. I'm a big fan of the lands that have multiple purposes. Cycle lands, lands that you can sacrifice later to draw a card, lands that surveil, lands that you can tap to scry, just stuff you can do if you flood out. Second to last pack this video, we have the Karns. Sadly no fetch land, but still, Siege Runner was very popular back then in Standard. Very good card. And very power crept so far. Not as good as it used to be, but what can you do if you don't get to pick and choose what you want to have? And here is the big one. Big money. Sadly, no dual land, no auto of the big hitters. Mana Wall would have been very nice. Wheel of Fortune. Eh, it is what it is. It's lottery. Opening these big old packs. And now we're going to look over all the picks that we made so far. Probably going to be a bit more difficult to put them all out like this with more picks, but we see when we get to it. See you next time.